Craig, take care of him. Let me turn mine on so I can record this too. Make sure we are. No, I'm kidding. Good game for us. And it's a good game because it's a really tough scout. Typically when you're scouting the team, you got to obviously scout their offense and, figure out how to stop them. Well, UVA is very unique on both ends of the floor. So we had to come up with a great offensive game plan and also a great defensive game plan. And Tony's done a great job. We were really concerned about them doubling our post. Obviously, last year I thought they were very effective against DJ when they doubled us in the post, and we really worked on it. Had a little bit of a cheat sheet because Notre Dame kind of doubled us the same way, and we were able to find people. But I thought we completely won the game on the defensive end. Our guys were locked in, and we talked about being a better defensive team this particular night, and found a way. Excited, 3-0, and of course Craig does a great job of updating me. 3-0 since 2013, so we're excited where we're at right now. Questions?
Much more efficient game tonight than earlier in the week. Just your thoughts on how balanced the scoring was and how efficient your team was tonight too.
Well, it's funny because if I asked you guys before the two games, you would have said we could have scored 76 possibly at Notre Dame and 50-something, 54. It just reversed. And, I really feel like, and give Notre Dame a lot of credit. Micah's got them really defending. I thought coming off the 10-day break, we wasn't as sharp, but we relied on our defense. We're growing defensively, but, when you score 76 points against a really good Virginia defense, then you're doing a good job. We had 14 assists. We moved the ball didn't stick. We made the extra pass, and I think that's what helped us.
You've given Dennis more and more responsibility. Obviously, the Vanderbilt game was a big one, but it's grown on sort of a slope. Was tonight his performance a result of that, or do you think he was especially motivated to play Virginia?
No, I think he's just getting better, Luke. I mean, when we've played, what is this? How many games have we played? 14 games, and I think he's just growing up. I think he's understanding what I'm looking for. He did everything great except for that long three that he took on the wing. But I think it's because of the fact that he's getting reps in practice. He's starting to feel comfortable the way we want him to play. He's playing harder. At the beginning of the year he was flying around. And then as a freshman you hit a wall a little bit. Now I think he's coming back around now because we're in ACC play.
Coach Keatts, 21 points off the bench today was from guys Bryce, O'Connell, Middlebrooks, all contributing. Was today a good example of just the amount of depth you have on your team?
Yeah, well, we played 9 guys, and those guys, like the 3 guys at Notre Dame that were really good off the bench was Mo, Ben, and Michael. I thought MJ Rice came in and gave us a lift. I thought Ben and Michael were good again. You're going to get some of that. I think one of the things we wanted to do after Christmas was help develop our bench. We wanted to make sure, and it's tough because Cam Woods didn't play tonight because he's a good player. We're getting caught in rotation. I'm asking guys to buy into roles and play and take advantage of every minute that you get when you're in the game, and I think everybody's buying into that.
Michael O'Connell's not a flashy player, but just talk about the value of his team and the things he can do well to help you.
Well, the guy who loves Michael O'Connell more than anybody is DJ Horn, because he can now slide over to the 2 and he can score the ball. Michael's the closest thing that I've had in a long time to a pure point guard. Even with Jarkel Joyner, he was a combo guard. And so he allows our other guys to be able to play. He completely, Chip understands his role. He would rather leave the game now with 4 or 5 assists than trying to score 12 or 13 points. And when you got older guys who are buying into their role, you could have a chance to be really good as a team.
Do you feel like you have a sense of what the rotation's starting to look like as you head more into ACC?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got, right now, 8 or 9 guys when we can add 9 or 10 as we go. But I wouldn't be surprised if, you see LJ Thomas or Breon or Ernest Ross. Ernest Ross was playing really good basketball when he came back from Christmas, and then obviously he turned his ankle. So, I think we're looking for 1 or 2 more guys to add to that rotation. I like where we at about 8 or 9. Cam's going to have a boom soon. You can see MJ starting to get a little bit comfortable with what he's doing out there.
Kevin, is this the way you want to go into a rivalry game, obviously coming off a great game like you played today?
Well, we want to go into every game with a win. And, I tell everybody, look, I said to our guys, you have done a great job of taking care of wins on the road. They're golden in the ACC. Now we're home. You got a good opponent in Virginia. So we just build on it. You know, you know me, you guys know me. I don't even look to the next game. You can call me tomorrow, as I tell Luke all the time, or whoever asks. And he asks me, call me tomorrow. You want to talk about who we play next? But I don't get caught up in that.
Did you feel like you had kind of the game plan in like a checkmate kind of standpoint? I mean, the players in the locker room were saying that they felt like they had a great game plan today.
Yeah, you know, we did a great job. Now, I was a little nervous as a coach because when you play at 2 o'clock against a team that demands so much respect in a scouting port area, it's tough. And so, you know, we got back at 3 a.m. You know, we took off. No, we didn't take off. On Thursday, we got back into the gym about 1 o'clock. We only watched film. We only did kind of a walkthrough. The next day, we practiced at 10 a.m. We had a shoot around this morning at 9 o'clock. But, you know, as coaches, we want to feel comfortable that we have everything in, and we were pushing stuff. And so I got to give these guys credit. You know, they learned from film. They learned from our walkthroughs, even though we didn't physically guard it for 2 days like most teams that we have to prepare for.
What about Taylor's work on Beekman today, just making it hard for him to bring the ball up and just.
Yeah, I thought, like I wanted to look at the stat sheet and see JT with 7 points, and I would have been extremely happy. But the mere fact that he played great defense on Beekman the entire game and ended up with 15 points shows me that he's becoming a complete player. I thought he was really, really good, and he won't get, he won't get all the accolades of offensive tonight. But I thought his defense was as good as anybody's played on Beekman so far.
Was there any kind of extra energy because the building was filled up?
No, I am grateful. I say this all the time. Look, it was when I woke up this morning, I went to shoot around, it was raining everywhere. I'd heard everything about the ice may be coming. And I never get caught up into who's not in the building. I'm grateful and thankful for whoever shows up. And the folks that came out who, you know, could have stayed at home because of the rain, man, I'm so proud and grateful of those guys, and I want to thank them. But it has nothing to do with the building. We'll play. Just remember, we played during COVID. There was nobody here. So we'll play if it's 10, if it's 20,000, we're going to play basketball.
When Dennis made that logo shot, what was kind of going through your head? It kind of seemed like it changed the whole momentum of the game.
Well, it was one of my best play calls. What are you laughing at? Why are you choking too? One of my best play calls of the year is get Dennis Parker the ball at half court with 1.4 seconds on the clock. I just knew he was going to drain that. It's a great call.
They said in the locker room they're supposed to go to Horn, right?
No, it's supposed to go to DJ. Who said that?
I think Dennis said that.
Oh shit, he don't know. He's a freshman. He wouldn't understand that. It was absolutely supposed to go to DJ. It's almost like Wittenberg said it was a pass, just so you know that. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.